So yeah, the Gary O'Neill press conference has just taken place. Some interesting points that have come out of this. We've got some injury news, who's available, coming up for you shortly. Obviously, he was questioned about the run of 6-7 games now without a win. Asked about Bournemouth, Gary O'Neill said that was so far below the standard that they normally set. I thought that they did improve in the second half, but obviously the standard was really poor. The players know it. He also went on to say that there's no way that they're already on the holidays. The lads are determined and focused on getting 3 points against Luton, and they still want to finish as high up the table as possible. Talking about Luton, he said, with the they were in the contention, and most people had them down for relegation because of the circumstances, how the size of the club, how they came up. And obviously he said they found a way to get results. And, hasn't come across Rob Edwards much in his career apart from at the away game. But Luton are very direct in what they do. Obviously, they're coming off the back of a couple of heavy defeats, and obviously they'll be wanting to get something out of this game for their own survival. Gary went on to talk about the situation with the squad, talking about things like, if October time everything was great and the team that he had and what he was having available, and he was obviously disappointed in the fact because, up until January was asking him about relegation, and from January to March it was about Europe. Obviously talking about an FA Cup semi-final and European places, and obviously that's been disappointing. The circumstances and what happened with the injuries to the front players, to Craig Dawson, he talked about all of that, and having to he loves the tactical side of the game and all of that, but he was having to spend a lot of time sort of having conversations about, shall we play Tommy Doyle or Gomez as a 10? Shall we play Ryan 8 and Nuri forward? And he said it's not just about the starting lineup, it's about how many minutes he can give each player as well. So it's been a big challenge, but something that he's learnt a lot from. He went on to say that it has given opportunities to academy players, 5 making their full debuts, another 8 involved in the match day squad. So that's 13 academy players that have been involved in Premier League match day squads. And also obviously said that they've got to find a way to win whatever happens tomorrow. On the injury side of things, Santiago Bueno as reported, is out. It's not massively, I think it's his hamstring. It could potentially be back. Involved for City, definitely for Crystal Palace. Also, Totti Gomez has had a slight situation with his hamstring, but is expecting him to be okay. Kuna's okay, Wang's okay, and they've got no other injuries on top of that, obviously, apart from what we already know about. Bellegarde and Pedro Neto are getting there, but are still obviously not ready. So he's basically said it's pretty much as we were at the game in 2 or 3 days ago. And looking forward to the match. They want to get this win back on the board, get back to winning ways, and they're going to do everything in their power to do that. Hope you enjoyed this update. Leave your thoughts on that, what we've had to say, what Gary's had to say below. Make sure you hit the subscribe, because we've got our full match preview coming up out later today, and of course coverage of the game against Luton on Saturday. And just looking forward to it. And hopefully we're not having any more crazy VAR decisions, but I don't know, I'll hold that much hope for that. But anyway, see you on the full match preview, which you'll see later on today. Always Wolves.